Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Wiki Plays, and today this is the part three, I guess. We are continuing with what's the name of the game? Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah. There's still no option of Monica. I would really like Monica, but I guess we'll go with Sayori then. I really don't like these two girls then now. She's lolly, and she is more like too. I don't know. There's something wrong about her. So Sayori is the most cheerful. We'll go with her. So yeah, let's see. Together. Lazy. Cheer. Uh, Silly. Valentine. No. Warm. Unrequited flying. Skirt. No. Games. No. Uh, uh, Eternity. No. Comfort. Ribbon. No. Fun. Play. Embrace. Family. Marriage. Loud. Uh, Candy? No. Awesome? Yeah, I think we got Savory. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past few days. Entering the club room, they usually greets me. Hi, Ching. Hi, Ching. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you are in a good mood today. I'm just a bit not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. That's pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always simple thing with you anyway. Speaking of which... Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a good look at your purse, Avery? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori accidentally retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the ledge and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets contents spill onto the desk. Only two small coins falls out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you are not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one issue. You are always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I don't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my books. Yuri, tell Cengiz to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling mischievous stunts like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that at all. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's one side of you. There's no way you could think like that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept a retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess that's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What happened? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ah, what was? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. So every glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retrib- Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Ah, I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction. Ah, though. Ah. It's okay. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sari hugs the cookie. Geez, just ate it. Sari ability has opened the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sari suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You are going through a lot just for one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie is still in and Natsuki reaches to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful Sayori turns away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's not true. Excuse me? Suddenly the room swings. Sorry, I was super sorry. I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quickly glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I was the way you play music at all, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yeah! That sounds cool. Why did she look at us before answering that? Is she into us too? If you are into us, give us the option. Please. That sounds cool. I would also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Changus. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I would really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave our mysterious escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already set it up. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back on her place. Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Changus. Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What? What for? Well, you know, how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons, markers, and glue sticks. Oh, I see. Surely I'll go with you. Yay! Oh, okay, Monica. We'll be back soon. Are you going with Changus to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I would be happy to go with him. Oh, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find a poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Changus? Yep, let's go. Yep, let's go. Oh boy. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori humps and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we looking for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We are gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Charles, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem like between my feet. The last remaining flowers beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the one prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sarah spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, Chingus, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, huh? Why empty classroom? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet that I end up following. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons. Sayori pulls a crayon on the shelf. They're the best one too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find. Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Sally bends over and smacks her forehead right on into the shelf. It falls onto the floor and the crayon spills all over her lap. You okay? My forehead! Sayori clutches her forehead. Gee, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Sayori is sitting on the floor. I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. Oh, that's cute. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs on the side. Oh, sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Yes. Where would I even find ice? Where would I find ice like this? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine looking like a unicorn. Even watching from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori in the shoulder and run out of the room. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchase that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cool. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah. sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump of her forehead. On her forehead, it stings. Just bear with it. It will feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up the most crayons, so that's good. Hey, Chungus, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways, like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried things I couldn't, I would get hurt myself. I would fall and scrape myself and call it get a bump. I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you would. And you were really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even if even if it really wasn't your fault at all. I'm not going to do that all my throat hurts. Even though if it really wasn't your fault at all. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember. Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Chungus, I don't think you realize it, but you are always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you are rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You are really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of things all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you have been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Chungus, I'm so glad there's nothing changed between us. Do you think it will be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest for myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. Ah, man, I'm so happy. Is something going to happen? I'm getting bored now. Sayori had a whimsical expression in her eyes. You remain silent for a moment. She's so silly, clumsy on the outside that I see her deep in thought like this. It makes me want to disturb her. Not disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Aha! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast, hurting yourself. Uh, let's go. I. Oh gosh, this is. Uh, is something going to happen? I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to, but without any much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Oh, you are back. Good thing. Good timing. I was just about to start with sharing our poems. Ah, Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about. I was playing with crayons and spared my forehead on the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything you needed? I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster too. Aha. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Chungus. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that's. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share poems? Yes, I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Let's start with same order, Natsuki. Well, it's not really that any worse last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I will take that as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you? Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well, then keep practicing, and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's sometimes tells Nazuki completely miss the point. Come to think of it, the kind of this kind of Reminds me of Sayuri's poem from yesterday. Ah, you think so? Yeah, well, I guess you have been friends with her so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? Ah, you don't judge. It's like she's dragging around the dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way: if it weren't for me, we would probably just fly away, like letting go of the balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not a friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the world. But she likes spiders. That's why I am not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friend starts to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Uh, I get the point, I guess. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you don't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they are being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my. That doesn't matter. It can be about. Oh, she's talking about Yuri. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Sometimes that you are afraid if people find out you, they would make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone thinks, someone likes, as long as they are not hurting anyone? It makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you are definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can too. It's it's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a poem, a good one tomorrow too. So look forward to it. Yuri, are you still mad at me? Huh? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday? Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no, Yuri. Yuri might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think, whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as an awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants. Yes, you are being a little bit paranoid. I understand, but you are being a bit paranoid, Yuri. But it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yuri, please. It makes it easier if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, and I have no choice but to be aware that respect. She didn't show her poem. What the fuck? Hi, Kinjangas. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going that bad, I'm happy that you are applying yourself. Maybe soon you will come up with a masterpiece. I won't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. All right. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. Haha, that's kind of exaggerating. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every time now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I would approach you, but if the game gives me the chance, but it doesn't, so sorry. No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being scared, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean to. I like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, all right. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like this. I like the way this one turned out. So I hope you do too. All right. Let's take a look. Save me. The colors they won't. Okay, I thought I saw something. Save me. The colors they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What does that mean, load me? You know, Monica, you are giving me. Uh, I would like to take that in a kinky way, load me, but I don't know. It's even more abstract than the last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I have never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feels like they are trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Uh-huh. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. Or, so putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's my gossip of the day. Sometimes you will find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Yeah, what are I talking about? Okay, it's getting dark now. Uh, I see why it's a horror game. I guess that's my advice of the day. Thanks for listening. Oh, we have Serio still left. Chungus, I really love your poems. I can't believe you have been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you are really the only one who feels that way, so no way. You're not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something, but I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Ah, wow! Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that's that you are really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow makes everything in your life an adventure, even the little things, like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you that I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Chengiz, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to give it. Why? Because, well, it's the first time you have written something for me. I wrote it yesterday too, but I guess you feel it now. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Ah, I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily down, bends down to pick up the pencil she dropped, but being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry, it's fine, it's just fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself and knees shaking. I'm a bit clumsy today. Uh-huh. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her to sit on the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Battles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together. Like a bundle of kittens, I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the others' bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the bottles, all in row. My collection makes me my collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a straight light, starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feels a certain way. Down comes a battle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friends, more battles. Deeper and deeper my fingers goes like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging, and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle's caps. It doesn't feel like the time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, and after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They are all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. Ah, I don't want to take it the way I'm taking it right now. I think it's like someone is suffering from some kind of depression. Holy crap. So did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica told me a whole lot, and I have been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm not so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like a magic. You have gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing like till I die. Uh, don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah has always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone, we are all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today. So if everyone would come to sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We are going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters and I have designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we are actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We are going to be performing. Performing? Monica, yeah, we are going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we are also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Third is putting it all on the poster in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayuri, who's been coloring the poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this. There's no way I am going to performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no Sayuri. I understand where they are coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We are the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right, it's those reasons that we are all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others to inspire them to find same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of people for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is to help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright, phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else expecting. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each one of you to choose a poem of yours. We are going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way, Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite the poem in front of the club, how do you expect it to do it in front of the strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting a poem. A clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotions behind each line she recites, bringing the worlds to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the poem. The 4 of us applaud. Monica takes a deep breath and smiles. That was good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Huh? Yuri fired up all of a sudden? Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks over to the podium. This poem is called, Yuri actually glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called The Afterimage of the Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting out so much effort? And Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice is changing. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her querying words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns. It's a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into the reality and clutches around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins afterwards, and we give you the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayuri opens out to her chair, hops out of her chair cheerfully and walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah, sorry I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you are reciting it to other people. Imagine you are reciting it to yourself like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it will come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels a short voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery, like it's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this poem on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poem. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Changas, even Changas says, I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours that were where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just a bit embarrassing to do in front of you, everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go through this before Changas. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Changas lower everyone's standard a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone is making me feel a bit awkward. I set my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really that good as myself. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called Why Are You All Looking at Me? Because you are presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a deep breath. Once she starts reciting, her attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthusiastic, the poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki trademark style and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds, so she huffs back to the seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you have at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is. So, well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival. Okay, I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you will be deciding. Geez, I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I am already pleasantly surprised that you are putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue. As far as the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I will be able to find some enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. It's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, and then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Geez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Changas, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's been only a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to. Sayori fumbles with the words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You are kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I wouldn't walk home with Yuri. I would walk home Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You are so silly, Kangas. You think about me so much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. So, Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out you sometimes. Sorry. Besides, that's the point in speculating some things that's never going to happen. The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing for Sayori to take care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that same time? Okay. Still nothing happening. This episode, nothing really happened. We have been just building our relationship with Sayori. I don't know. I hope the horror part comes soon because I'm losing interest at this point. Like I love all where this story is going on, but that's kind of generic. I didn't sign up for that. So yeah. Let's see what happens in the next episode. Hopefully it gets better. And if you guys want to see it too, subscribe and like. That would really, really help me. And see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye.